We have a bit of a problem. These beers require a bottle opener, and my bottle opener is upstairs. So can you
Oh my God,
talk
go
to the
run
guys?
upstairs. Nobody's watching right now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Run. You got 5 seconds. 5 seconds, Chris. I'm going to count. 1, Mississippi. 2, Mississippi. Well, like Chris is gone, and you're going to turn on the video, and you're going to see Chris is gone, and it's just me. Here's a funny thing I was just reading. Remaking The Princess Bride. This is obviously a sacrilege concept and not to be tolerated, unless I've heard 2 ideas that I would accept as a potential remake. 1, Fred Savage is a father whose 10-year-old daughter is sick, and he's reading her book his grandfather used to read to him when he was sick because it's a new audience and a different time. The story is recast and reimagined. The daughter interrupts in different places than the grandson did. Bonus points if the book story portions are word for word from the original, but shot, custom, acted differently. And number 2, Muffets. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I mean, I don't know exactly what people want these days. People just say, hey, they don't want this or they don't want that. So, Chris.
Yeah.
All right. So, this is what I was reading while you were gone.
Okay.
All right. People are talking about remaking The Princess Bride.
They shouldn't. It's perfect as it
All
is.
right. But this person says there's 2 ways they would remake The Princess. They would allow this to happen without it being sacrilege. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
1, Fred Savage is now the father reading to his daughter, and the 10-year-old daughter is sick, and he's reading her the book his grandfather used to read to him when he was sick because it's a new audience and a different time. The story is recast and reimagined. The daughter interrupts in different places than what Fred Savage, the grandson, did in the original movie. And bonus points if the book story portions are word for word the original, but shot custom, acted differently.
What's the other
number
word?
2, Muffets.
Oh, that would be a good one. I would support that, honestly.
If it's the actual Muffets too, that's another. I'd give an extra one to that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right now, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready to go burn Disney down.
Yeah. You're like they put out some good shit, but they also fuck up a lot of things too. So it's a tip.
Oh, I'll lead with it. It'll be story number 1 tonight.
Okay, all right.
I got a story about Disney that just came out like 2 hours ago that you will want to go up into the prison. You will want to go into Cinderella's castle, go right up to Bob Iger's, and kick him straight in his fucking tiny nuts.
Well, dude, is that what you're saying?
I don't know if that was or not. I'm just telling you a story.
Well, dude, I've always sort of felt like Disney were kind of like this malevolent, like sort of corporation that happens to put
wait. I mean, talking about when I read it, the whole time I heard the Imperial March in the background.
Oh yeah.
Like dun 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 dun. All right, let's do a Ninja Turtle opening. Let me think of one. You know what? I should have wore my freaking Under the Giant shirt that has Krang on it. That's Under the Giant's Krang, but this ain't
really? That's one of them?
Yeah. I have a wrestling shirt that an artist made that it's Krang, but Krang is or the robot is Under the Giant, and the brain in the stomach is Bobby the Brain Heenan playing Krang. Yeah, it's funny. I got it somewhere. I can't believe I didn't wear that. All right, let's see. Here it goes. You know, sometimes in life, I always wonder what it'd like to grow up with all my brothers and siblings. And these kind of movies with 4 brothers that annoy the hell out of each other and get each other almost murdered all the time, sometimes over just pepperoni pizza from Pizza Hut, really tells me why I shouldn't have grown up with 3 other brothers.
Oh, sorry.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, turtle lovers of all ages, it is a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we are talking two of the biggest movies out there in the entire world for your viewing pleasure, for you to watch over and over and over until you're blue in the face or green in the face.
Yeah, green face.
Green in the face, because we'll talk about that in just a second. Coming up first, though, the first movie that we'll be talking about ever so briefly is one of Netflix's now top 5 movies of the last 2 weeks. It is now called Happiness for Beginners. Now, this movie is about love. It's about creation. It's about everything in life that we could ever want in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm totally dragging for time because I'm looking for the list.
Oh,
Thank you.
There
we go. Sorry, I didn't have that page up. Anyway, here we go. Happiness for Beginners on Netflix, starring you either know her from The Offers, Kimmy Schmidt. I love Kimmy Schmidt. That was one of my favorite little. It was so obnoxiously funny. The one, the only Ellie Kemper.
I'm playing Scrabble with Gabe, and I've never won a game. The winner gets to pick the movie we watch. I have won no games. So far, I've seen The Shining, Rosemary's Baby, The Ring. Not really my thing. Although I do like the early parts of the movies where they have a perfect family and everything.
I knew it's from you're going to pick Office, dude. There's no way you were not going to pick Office. Mm-hmm. Also, from Yellowstone Prime himself, a guy that's very loved out in the world right now.
Yeah.
And I can understand why they put him in a rom-com.
Yeah.
Luke Grimes.
Look at me. And know that I'm not your friend. I'm your enemy. Whether I like it or not, I am. There's nothing for you here, okay? I'll give you the forest, but the valley's mine. The cattle are mine. If you try to take them, I'll kill you.
So I've never seen Yellowstone, but after watching all that stuff, his name's Casey. After watching all this shit he says, I'm like, I don't watch Yellowstone now.
Oh, Yellowstone, there's some really, really like Kevin Costner, man.
I know there's some violent parts in it too. Like he goes out and kills people. It's crazy.
So. Yeah, Kevin Costner. There's one scene in that show that I watched that I was just like, dude, okay.
Yeah.
So you get your soap opera kind of acting every now and then, but then there's times when you're just like, okay, dude, you just knocked that right out of the fucking park right there. All right. Also in this movie, Nikos Stanos.
My parents still think I'm straight. Really? What? I could be straight.
Oh my God, a football. Throw!
That's from Superstore.
I love Superstore. That was one of my favorite shows. It was sad when it came to an end. But, all of them have gone on to acting. Let's be honest, Nikos Stanos has been in, like, how many movies we've seen in the last year?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's been at least 3 or 4.
We're going to talk about someone else who's been in, like, fucking everything. By the way.
Ben Cook?
Not Ben Cook, but he's been in some stuff. But, yeah, that's next thing. That's Ben Cook.
You're going to do it, Farron. And I am going to be there laying roses at your feet, your first performance at ABT.
So why I'm picking short clips because we have like a million people to go through when it comes to.
Yeah, there's one person's. I just read the list, and there's one person I can't believe you didn't add.
I know, but
I can't believe you didn't add. But we'll talk about that in a second. But that's Happiness for Beginners. That'll be the first movie we'll be covering. Yay, rom-coms. I don't know why Chris picked it. I had like 5 movies I gave him.
You were like, I don't know. And I was like, fuck it. I just want something.
I told you last week the John Cena, Jackie Chan one.
Dude, I said, let's do that. And you're like, no.
I said, I don't know. It's kind of a B movie is what I said. Go back to the tape. But anyway, it's okay. We get some stinkers every now and then. Anyway, then the next movie we're going to be talking about, of course, is the popular movie of the week. I mean, the third most popular movie if you go by the box office.
Yeah.
But it is the one, the only Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah. That's not the cover though.
God damn it. I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
No, that's Secret of the Ooze. That's not that one.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man.
No, that's the first one. The first still live action.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, that's the comic book.
Teenage Mutant Turtles.
That's the Michael Bay one, I think.
Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Finally found it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Starring, all right, there's one or two names I'm really gonna
sure. Yeah, that's no problem.
The first one's gonna be Micah Abbey.
Micah
Abbey.
Hey, buddy, I know you're too full to work, but no matter what, I still love you and I think you're the best pig in the world. I just want the world to know how awesome you are.
So I want to mention that their voices are going to sound younger in this than they do in the movie.
Because they got kids. They got kids.
Yeah.
And I mean, they booked a bunch of kids. I'm not saying they got kids like they have kids.
They're young teenagers,
right?
Yeah, Donnie.
Yeah, that was Donnie.
Yeah. He's got Donnie. He's got his pig in the first one. That's something.
All right, and then we got Shannon Brown Jr. as Michelangelo.
Nah, fuck that. I don't know what's in there. It's probably all types of whips and chains and essential oils. They probably be using that Victoria's Secret body spray on each other and shit. Yo, son, I don't know what your mama's into.
There it is. I was like trying to figure out where they was. They're so small where I can't see them on my screen. And then Nicholas Cantu as Leonardo.
I followed the smoke, hoping it was you. How are you? Are you okay? I brought your bag, and I found your headphones and your cassette player, and... Well, I found something else, too.
That's some Walking Dead spinoff I never watched. There are like two
other the Fear of the Walking Dead?
No, different one.
Oh, dude, there's like 3 of them now. I don't have time for all of it anymore. And then here is Brady Noon playing Raphael.
I'm really sorry for what I said about Trevor. It wasn't true. It just really hurt my feelings when you said you didn't want to go to the party with me. And you're totally right. I do dance like a penguin.
Yeah, that's from another Disney thing I didn't watch. So
he was in that awesome movie. What was it, The Good Boys?
I don't think that was him.
Yeah, it was.
How sure are you?
Like, I'm looking at his picture right now in front of me, and I'm pretty sure that's from the movie I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was Thor. Damn. I should have picked a clip from that one. Sorry.
Yeah, Good Boys. Yeah, see, I thought he was from Good Boys.
Yeah.
Also,
real quick, that The Walking Dead we're talking about is The Walking Dead World Beyond.
World Beyond, that's it. Okay. And then April O'Neil is played by one of the really famous actress right now because of shows like The Bear. A.O. Edbury.
Good job.
Fire every single chicken we have, please. Okay, Richie, do you even know how to do fries?
Yes, I know we need them now.
Okay, Marcus, where are we on cakes?
Get in there.
Getting there? What the fuck do you... Marcus, what the fuck are you doing still working on this shit?
Yo, come on, what are you tripping for?
Come
the
on,
cakes
what
in
the
the
fuck
oven?
am I tripping
If
for?
I'm doing
Are
this
you
till they're done,
here right
it doesn't
now?
make a difference.
There's 4 cakes and still
Yeah, I was going to cut them.
They're not even cut yet?
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
Can I talk about she's also in theater camp and we actually saw this weekend?
Oh yeah, no shit. Yeah. Damn. Why didn't we do cut theater camp?
Well, I didn't know we were gonna watch it, and then I had a friend whose girlfriend wanted to see it because she went to theater camp growing up, and so we sort of jumped on it.
Whatever. Anyway, then we got the great Jackie Chan as Splinter.
No, you're a good outlaw.
Stop, please. I'm a screw up.
No, I'm screw up.
No.
Look at my scar. One for arrival late at a guard duty. One for dropping fighting stick. You good, I saw you.
Really?
The only thing I'm good at's talking.
It's true.
What?
Out of 500 movies Jackie Chan has been in. Over 500. You picked the bathtub scene from what is it, Shanghai Noon or Shanghai?
Yeah, it is.
Is it
Shanghai
Shanghai Noon? Was that one? Yeah.
No, I was looking for prolonged scenes of Jackie Chan talking.
Yeah, Rumble in
Yeah.
the Bronx.
Yeah, I went through all that, dude, but they don't have that shit on the internet.
Oh, man.
One of
Rush
the things- one of
Hour
the things-
with Chris Rock.
Dude, I looked for that, but remember half of it, he actually doesn't understand
Oh, he
English.
doesn't speak
remember?
English for half the movie. But Rush Hour 2 and 3.
I did do a dude.
All right, it's
do
okay. I still love you.
No,
I
maybe when
still love you. It's all right. I'm just
But
busting
listen,
your balls.
my favorite part of Rumble in the Bronx though is when they're going over the bridge. They have this dub scene where you go and see him talking.
Yeah.
He's like, "Okay, let's switch to English now," and you're like, "Oh my god." All right.
I used to have it on VHS. And none other than Ice Cube as Superfly.
Get your motherfucking ass up when I'm talking. You will be going undercover as high school students.
Really?
You are here simply because you look young. You some Justin Bieber, Miley Cyrus looking motherfuckers.
Captain Sassy.
I know what you're thinking. Angry, black captain. It ain't nothing but a stupid stereotype. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? I'm black, and I work my ass off to be the captain. And sometimes I get angry. So suck a dick.
From 21 Jump Street.
Anyway.
Are you thinking like we're talking about a movie that's primarily based for children, and I'm just filling this full of profanity right away?
Well, no, I mean, you're always profanity. I mean, last week you tried to, do some weird stuff.
But dude, there's someone else in this movie that I have a clip for.
Who's that?
John Cena plays Rocksteady.
I will fuck you, all right? I will enter you. You're gonna enter me? You hear what he said?
What are you talking about right now?
I'm just trying to intimidate.
You're just talking about raping him.
You're not about that life, champ. I can see it. Oh, I am about that
No,
life.
you're not. You
No,
just
no,
like
no.
to
I will
flex your
get
muscles.
crazy up in here. You like movies? We'll make a movie.
Oh God,
We'll make Mama Say Knock You Out, starring my fist
In
in
your
your
dick hole.
I love that scene so much.
I know it.
And,
It's one of my
and I didn't tell you that I had that actually saved on my.
Anyway, really quick, before we start that. Everybody, it's Teenage Mutant Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Now we're going to talk for a second. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I had that clip, the John Cena clip. Usually I have a separate folder for all the clips I'm gonna do for that day. But I took that John Cena clip and I stuck it in the main Movies Don't Suck folder, so I never ever lose it.
So you
Yeah.
and me can love and disagree. But anyway, so that movie, Trainwreck, this is why I was going to tell you, because I literally just watched this interview today when I was like outside smoking. I go through like, TikToks and shit like that. And so I was outside smoking. I was looking at this TikTok, and it was John Cena where he said that was the first movie he did the Fred Claus, or not Fred Claus, but the Nickelodeon, whatever that weird guy with the weird voice. Like guy from Nickelodeon.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but anyway, he did those movies for Nickelodeon, and he got to play characters of himself, which he's already acted in like 4 other movies for WWE films.
Yeah.
And that's the first movie where he got some advice that was like, hey, they hired you. You're going in there, you gotta be you. Just figure out how you are in this situation. And that's the first movie he ever acted like himself, he says, in a situation where he's supposed to play that, where he's like, okay, now this is me playing dumb, guy that doesn't get it, And
you like movies that we'll make a movie.
And let's be honest, ever since that movie, every movie he's popped up in, he's been really good.
He's been really funny.
Yeah. Don't ever go see Marine. 100%. Me and my dad, like 10 minutes in, started taking shots, and he doesn't do shots. Like we started drinking, like mom was in bed, and it was just me and him sitting there. We were drinking beers all day already, and we're just like, this movie is so dumb. It's just bad. It's just so bad. Anyway, Chris, tell everybody where they can get us.
You can find us online, moviesdontsuck.net, we're at w2mnet.com. That's W number 2, M as in movies, net.com. You'll find our podcast along with a bunch of others. We're also on, I said Facebook, right? No, Facebook.com/movies don't suck. We're on Twitter, MTS Podcast, or X, I guess now.
Right.
I'm going to keep on saying that,
I'm
right? They
Twitter,
call it
X, whatever. It's X.
Yeah, okay. Instagram, MTS Podcast. We're also at Patreon.com/Podcast for Movies Don't Suck. We're also in we're also at a bonfire. Search Movies Don't Suck and something new. You'll find our shirts with our logos on it. Yeah, that music works. And also, we're also on Facebook. You can like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, subscribe to our podcast on your podcast app. So every time it comes in, it just pops in there. You don't do anything. And yeah, where do you find podcasts? Find Movies Don't Suck and something to do. Neil, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are going to be talking about one of my favorite things in the world. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Sandwiches. Sandwiches. We're going to be talking about Gamble's Jewish Deli, located downtown in Tulsa at 1102 South Lewis Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma. It is one of the most pristine sandwich shops. It is beautifully decorated and has some of the most beautiful sandwiches I have ever seen in my entire existence. Look at that pastrami. There's nothing that says love more than a good pastrami. Homemade brisket meat, homemade bread, homemade pickles. Literally everything is made fresh right there at Campbell's Jewish Deli. You can look them up on facebook.com/Gamble's Deli, or you can find them online at you can find them at their physical location at 1102 South Lewis Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Jewish Deli. Have some meat on me.
That works, dude. I
I like that. That was very corny. I don't know why that happened.
Yeah,
But as long as we have fun,
Yeah, that's
all
right.
that matters. That's all matters.
Do you want to talk about a movie that's in a deflator bonus real quick?
Yeah. Someone keeps on asking where we stream. We stream through YouTube Live, Facebook, Twitch, which is what you're on right now, and you're replying from. So I don't know if you're in Robot or not, and we'll have to cut this part out if you are. But whatever. But continue on, Chris. First movie that we're talking about today is
Happiness for Beginners. This is by Vicky White. I'm not seeing like any other. She's done shorts and stuff, and she did something called The Lost Husband, but I can't find that anywhere. This is also written by Vicky White and Catherine Center. This stars the inimitable Ellie Kemper as Helen, or Ellen with an H.
I'm playing Scrabble with Gabe, and I've never won.
Also, Luke Grimes is Jake.
Look at me.
Nico Santos as Hugh.
My parents still think I'm straight.
Also, this stars Blythe Danner as Gigi. Is that the one you thought I'd get?
What?
Is Blythe Danner the person you thought I'd get for this one? Never mind. Ben Cook plays Beckett.
You're gonna do it, Farron.
Also, this stars Siobhan Webster as Wendy, Julia Shiplett as Sue, Gus Burney as Kaylee, Esteban and Benito as Mason, Alexander Cook as Duncan, and Aaron Roman Wiener, that's what I'd rather call him, as Mike. Let's read the storyline for Happiness for Beginners.
Happiness for Beginners. A year after getting divorced, Helen with an H. Carpenter, 32, lets her annoying 10 years younger brother talk her into signing up for a wilderness survival course. It's supposed to be a chance for her to pull herself together again. But when she discovers that her brother's even more annoying best friend is also coming on the trip, she can't imagine how it'll be anything other than a disaster.
All right. So what happens is they have the script floating around at movie studios.
All right.
Netflix spends $5,000 and they give this advance to the person who wrote the script.
Yeah.
And then they give the script is approved. They spend probably $100 to $150,000, $200,000 to make a movie that
Yeah.
sucks. Because that's what this does. This movie sucks, dude.
Chris,
Uh-huh.
there's at least 5 movies I can think of that we need to catch up on. Insidious.
Insidious, yeah. Insidious.
Yeah. The highest profitable horror movie, rated R horror movie in the year 2023.
I'll get past it by talking to me, though, right?
Huh?
I'll get past it by talking to me. You're still mad at me. I understand. Okay, move on.
Anyway, now I'm not going to say Hallmark movie.
Oh, pretty close.
It was pretty damn close. And the only thing that saved it was Luke Grimes, Ellie, and Nico, because I love him in everything he ever does.
He plays like the
The
same
3 of
character.
them was great. It was a very good rom-com. By any means, if you're gonna go for a rom-com, I guess is decent. But I mean, to me, being the guy I am, I knew what was gonna happen 5 seconds into the
Like you go
movie.
into this knowing exactly what's gonna happen from the very fucking beginning.
I
And
knew
like,
it. I knew
it's
exactly.
it's comfort food, I guess, for people who like this sort of thing going on.
Mhm.
I guess. Like
There's good laughs. There are good laughs. I'm not gonna diss it. I'm not gonna diss it like this. I'm not gonna be that guy that's like, I hate rom-coms.
no,
I
you
like
and I
rom-coms.
like rom-coms. You and I actually
Yeah.
find rom-coms we enjoy.
This has cute kind of like kind of moments.
Mhm.
It doesn't have any laugh out loud moments. It doesn't have anything that's too over embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like as soon as one situation happened, I was gonna say there was somebody walking off from the group,
Mhm.
and
Oh, yeah.
as soon as I saw
Yeah.
what they're doing, I was like, I already know what's gonna
By
happen
the way,
to that character.
I'm confused by that point because it was mentioned early in the movie something you shouldn't do, like, and he was paying attention. But what it's this movie, like you know exactly what's gonna happen. Like for example, when they mention something, you're like, oh, that's gonna show up later. That's gonna be a big part of the movie. That's gonna be a plot turning part. Like it's and you and I we understand the difference between guessing movie and foreshadowing, right? But I think, like you said, 5 seconds in the movie, you knew what's gonna happen. I knew what's gonna happen.
And that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Because you know what? Sometimes that's some cinema. Sometimes you just want to turn on Friends and watch 5 episodes of Friends or The Office or Big Bang Theory or The Flash or
Something
stuff that
that's
you've
familiar
seen.
that's not gonna
Yeah,
challenge
that's
you.
familiar. And that's what this movie is. It's familiar, it's fun, it's lighthearted. By any means, the acting was the actors played off of each other really well. This was like going to a great matinee of a play. You weren't really looking forward to it, and it was more lovely than you thought it was going to be. And that's my way, I think, to think about this movie.
Okay.
Is that it was more lovely than I thought it was going to be, but by any means, 10 years from now, no one's ever going to remember this movie ever existed.
So you're saying that it was okay?
Yeah, it was decent. It's one of those movies that I'm like, I'm not upset about it. This is
to me like we got these David Fincher's releasing a movie on fucking Netflix around this year, and that's gonna be amazing. And then we have this, which is
and people like this, Chris. This is stuff that people like. My mother, if she was ever to be on here, I would totally
recommend
burn
this to
into
her.
it a little bit more. My mother loves Hallmark movies.
Oh yeah, lots of people do.
I bet you she can name all of them. She used to buy DVDs from Walmart or whatever that I didn't know those movies existed, and I worked at like Blockbuster and shit like that. Like,
oh, she gives me $7 on a Hallmark movie. Yeah,
yeah, and I was just be like, I don't know what this is, but then it'll have like Tommy Lee Jones in it. Have one good actor and a whole bunch of nobodies that you didn't know anything.
How long did you work at Blockbuster, by the way?
Oh gosh, that is a good question.
had a friend who worked there until they closed. He worked there for like 5 years, and they started closing stores. And one of the stores they closed was his.
Well, I
So-
moved. That's when I was working at Blockbuster till I got divorced. And then I just packed up and left. I didn't even tell him I was quitting.
yeah, I've done that before, dude.
No,
We're just like-
okay, yeah, I did. I informed them, but
I've had
no,
ones
actually,
like-
no, I already quit. I already
Oh.
quit. I was a line cook. I went back to being a line cook. So I think I was there for about a year and a half. I was there when DVDs, all the VHS were going to DVDs,
Oh, okay, so-
and
oh, they still
Netflix
another,
was
they
started.
still another 10 years left. That's for that.
Yeah, and Netflix just started, and they started their movie pass that you could get like unlimited movies all month long.
Didn't work out.
Obviously, it didn't. But anyway, but yeah, this is just one of those movies that, I mean, it was based on a little love novel. It was obviously written by someone that likes hiking
Mhm.
and thought it'd be great. But I feel like this is a thing they didn't do here.
Mm.
You're a movie about people falling in love while you're out hiking.
Mhm.
But the environment, even though they try to make it another character, didn't feel like another character.
We had one oh, but you thought they'd use the wilderness more as a character in the movie rather
Yeah,
than
like
the
how
setting.
beautiful it is, how land
They had two or
like
three
one or two
shots.
scenes. They had
Yeah.
like one or two scenes. And then like the
Mhm.
rest of it was close up, everybody hiking, everybody talking to each other and stuff like that. I think they should have sold the visual of the nature a little bit more, and I think it could have helped a little bit, you know? You know what I mean? Why are you looking at me weird? Did your screen freeze?
Because you broke up.
Oh, you broke up, and then you're blaming me. Anyway, but anyway, it was adorable. It was a cute movie. I'll read some quotes and we'll give our ratings on this one.
Okay.
What was the name of the movie? Barbie. Talk to me.
Happiness for
They
Happiness
cloned
for
Tyrone.
No, we saw that
Flaming
on
hot
Tokyo.
to Leslie. Inside. They want in the dark. What is that?
They wait in the dark.
Oh, they wait in the dark. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that one already. All right, that's Ninja Turtles. Oh, there we go.
Okay, fine.
Hey, man, it happens sometimes.
Okay.
I want to earn my damn certificate. Get him a break. It's his wedding day. Give me a break. It's my wedding day. He ran over Pickles with his car. Isn't that Pickles' fault?
Aw.
Thank God, another old person. That's what I think every time I talk to you. He broke his leg. I think
you're older than I am.
He broke his leg. I think that was his fault. I remember him. Yeah, it was definitely his fault. I'm here to face my fear of wood. What if
Ooh,
I don't
that's
figure
scary.
it out? Well, then you die.
Mhm.
This is our Normandy. Anybody know what a bear hang is? Yeah, Friday nights at my house.
Okay, that is one time that I laughed really hard. Actually, I
Yeah,
laughed.
that was the laugh. That was the biggest laugh. It got
The
from
one
me.
laugh. Yeah,
I do
yeah.
better when people point out what I did right. Well, do something right, and I'll point it out. I don't think I've ever been great. I'm just great at losing people. TV's broke. Car is dead. I ended up with some strangers in my bed. That's for Cole, who broke my heart at the water park. Wish I never got on that tube.
Yeah.
You always been my person, and you have always been mine. There you go.
All right, man. My score on this is like a 2.6, 2.7. Higher. 2.9. It wasn't offensive. All right, it wasn't offensively bad, but it's a big nothing burger of a movie. You know, like there's nothing to it. And like, for example, we have this director, and I'm sorry, but I don't see any sort of style or substance to the directing of it. I don't. It wasn't bad. It was just there. You know what I mean? It was. I, I just it's not some, and I don't want to sound like, oh, I'm a dude and I have a penis and all. It's not that. I like I like
Yeah,
rom-coms.
no, by any means. This is like a Hallmark movie, guys. Like seriously, it was fun. It was a good movie. It was decent.
But Neil's right. Neil's right. We could have spent our time watching something that was actually good as opposed to okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm gonna give it like a 3.6, man.
What are you kidding? That's a good rating for you.
Oh, really? Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
3.0 then. I'll give it
Okay.
3.0.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to figure it out at the same time I'm trying to pull up news. But a 3, yeah, a 3. I mean, to be honest, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe get a glass of wine. Drink some wine with this.
Everyone I think knows someone who loves Hallmark movies, and that's their thing, and they'll like this one. But I'm gonna go ahead and just sort of say I'm good. I'm gonna see this again. So like,
maybe next time you just research a little bit. Maybe we figure out better movies.
I would have been fine watching that John Cena, Jackie Chan piece
or
of shit.
Insidious.
Insidious.
Yeah,
Insidious. So, dude, I've only seen the first one, and if
I don't give a shit.
I was gearing up. I was gearing up to watch the other 3 movies until
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Okay.
Just watch the movie.
All right.
They're different entities, man.
All right. I'm on RottenTomatoes.com. What is the audience score for Happiness for Beginners?
Your face.
It kind of looks like that.
You know what your face looks like? Your face. If it's for the audience, I'm going to have to say this is going to get a 62%.
53%. You're
about 10 difference.
Okay. And real quick, there's no critics consensus, but there is 26 reviews. What is the critic score for Happiness for Beginners?
42.
31%.
Nice.
Now, I'm gonna agree to a good review and a bad review. Okay.
Of course you are, because you like to get naked like that.
So this is from Neil Minnow from Nell Minnow from RogerEater.com. She says, like a mapped out trail, you know where it'll end up. There's enough to enjoy along the way. Okay, so that's one review, and then the next one is from Laura Babiak of The Observer. She says, Happiness for Beginners is a struggle movie with the sides of sweet self-reflection. It's a bland story executed blandly, with comedy that doesn't make you make the cut, and romance that leaves you sighing in frustration rather than swooning. So, yeah, Happiness for Beginners, you guys find Netflix. It's inoffensive. I recommend it to your mom who likes Hallmark movies or something that's not going to challenge them in one bit, I guess.
I'm challenged.
You're challenged by I watched this in 2 sittings, so I was a challenge while watching this.
Did you really? It took you that long to watch it? Oh man.
Yeah.
You know what, Chris? You know how we can get out of this funk?
We can wait. That's later, right? Okay. All right. We can do some news, right?
We can do some news. Let's do some news. This is the Movies Don't Suck and Something New. So I'm going to say stuff. Chris is going to have to actually react to it because he likes people. No.
Yeah. I mean.
All right, here it is right off the back. You ready?
Yeah, give it to me.
You ready? All right. You ready to want to go kick Bob Iger's right in the fucking nuts? All right, you ready for it?
Just tell me, dude. Spit it out.
Someone's at my front door. Sorry about that.
I don't hear
it. Disney will reportedly create an AI task force for use across the company. Disney has created a task force to study, develop, and implant AI in order to reduce reduce costs across the company's departments. The use of the AI in the entertainment industry has become more common, with big studios and streaming companies considering tools like ChatGPT to write scripts. Disney's main goal is to reduce costs for high-budget movies like Indiana Jones and Little Mermaid, allowing films to be profitable even without huge box office earnings. Stop.
Fuck you.
Just stop.
That's
stop.
like evil fucking corporation type shit to do. Like fucking Bob Iger's. We have to understand.
I mean, now you're just taking away the money from like the creators. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're trying to take that power away from them and become the ultimate giant. And to be honest, fuck you.
We say capitalism.
I know capitalism, but I mean, this ain't really capitalism at this point. And you know why he's doing it?
Why?
1 second. Bring it up. Could Bob Iger be selling Disney to Apple in the near future?
How would that make you feel?
I don't know. Because, like,
What
to be
would
honest,
Apple?
I don't think Bob Iger should be in charge of it. I don't think Bob Iger should be in charge of it, but I don't think Apple should be in charge of it because then everything is going to cost money.
I mean, everything already costs money, I guess. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Apple's. What would the Apple do with Disney and Fox and all that shit? Like, what would they do with it?
And Star Wars and Marvel and
yeah.
you know, basically I don't know, and I don't care to find out.
You know, you
Can Bob Iger's just die?
yeah, dude. I can't stand that. That's so fucking stupid. Ugh. All right.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Let's go to some happy enders.
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is going to start filming with no actors.
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog will start shooting its next movie in September, prioritizing scenes without actors due to the ongoing strike in Hollywood. Paddington and Peru will also continue filming without actresses Rachel Zegler, as most of the cast is not part of the Hollywood unions. A spin-off series centered on the character Knuckles is in development and set to be released before the third Sonic movie in 2024.
So we're gonna have Idris Elba maybe doing that.
Well, you know, I like Idris Elba. He's a good person.
I think it too.
Lebanon is banning Barbie film
Lebanon,
because they think it's promoting homosexuality. And fuck you.
Yeah. Mojo Dojo
Fuck you.
Casa
I
House.
guess is my opinion on that one. Should I put my opinion out there? Fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I mean, you like that movie a lot.
Hey, other kid toy companies are getting into the mix now.
Man, I was afraid about this. They're gonna take that Barbie formula. They're like, "No, we're subversive and cool." Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. Okay, what's the next one?
Crayola Crayons is creating Crayola Studios. Will make movie and TV content for kids and families. Crayon company Crayola is to enter the entertainment business. EVP of marketing says new division is the logical next stop. Crayola is launching Crayola Studios, a division focused on producing family-friendly content for kids. The first project of Crayola Studios is The Alien Ventures of Finn Gaspin, based on a popular kids podcast.
Our competitor.
Crayola Studios aims. Yeah, right.
I mean, we're a kids podcast too, right?
Crayola Studios aims to create exciting new content for kids worldwide by partnering with production companies, animation studios, and IP owners.
Okay. I mean,
yeah.
I didn't know kids listen to podcasts. I wasn't aware that was a demographic that was really about podcasts. Like they're like, "Ooh, fuck, can't wait to download this." You know, I didn't know that was a thing, but okay.
Final Destination Part 6 is ready to go as soon as the strike is over. The creator of Final Destination, Jeffrey Reddick, has announced it. Reddick praised the writers of Final Destination 6 for the commitment of bringing a fresh perspective. It will change the familiar formula of the series, adding a new twist that has not been seen in previous movies. I don't know what they're going to do, but sometimes don't mess with the
Well,
I mean, when you go to a Final Destination, you want to see people almost die, right?
yeah, you want that flash, you want that vision they have of then when they're gonna die, then they cheat it and just like, nah, you want to see that, but I mean, you remember the first one, the first one, David Sawa in it, right? Who was in the first one? Seth Green was.
Who was in the
Was
first
David
one?
Sawa or Seth Green? Or I think it could be thinking of Vital Hands.
I don't know. I saw all of them.
Yeah, I did.
At some point. I know I have.
Okay.
All right. Rumored for the Fantastic Four movie, Galactus is finally going to be the main victim. As long as they don't make it a fart cloud like they did in the second, was it Rise of the Silver Surfer, the second or the third Fantastic Four movie,
Okay.
the second in that series. Anyway, yeah, just please do them right. Please, I beg you, please.
Don't fuck it up, is what you're saying. Don't
fuck it up, man.
Maybe Miles Teller can step away from this one. I'm almost sure. I mean, I don't know, but I kind of feel like he sucks. I get a feeling that he's just kind of an asshole. I heard that too, but
maybe you're kind of an
yeah,
asshole. Anyway,
yeah.
let's continue.
Miles.
Talk to Me directors have already shot a prequel and written scenes for a sequel. For Talk
Do
to
it.
Me. Dude, Talk to Me is one of the most popular movies that's been out. We just reviewed it
And we
last
loved
week.
it.
Great
And we loved
movie.
it.
We actually we actually shot an entire Ducket prequel already. It's told entirely through the perspective of mobile phones and social media.
Oh, it's
So
like a
maybe
found
down the
footage
line we
movie.
can release that. But also, while writing the first film, you can't help but write scenes for a second film. So there's so many scenes already.
That's cool. I'd love to see that.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Finally, that's coming out, right? So I mean, it's not delayed or anything.
Yeah, it's coming out soon. It's going to be not one, not two, but a 3-hour thrill ride.
It's 3 hours long.
Brace yourselves, FNA fans. Upcoming film adaptation of Five Nights at Freddy's might be a thrilling 3-hour journey, according to speculation.
Wow, that's long. Wow. I mean, I'll watch it. I didn't know that.
Well, we're gonna have to watch it.
I didn't know I had to take the day off to watch it though.
We're gonna watch it, Chris.
Okay.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I mean, I'm not worried about it. I mean, yeah, it's all about it.
Mhm.
And Matt Lord's in it. Good for him. I'm glad he's back and stuff.
There's a great movie done by a great director in the past, black and white era. That director's name is Alfred Hitchcock. The movie is called Vertigo.
Yeah.
You ever seen it?
I've seen Vertigo several times.
Okay. There's a man today that thinks he can make a better version.
Who is that fucking person?
You don't like him already, do you?
Well, I mean, I probably name I like it. You're gonna tell me Jordan Peele or something?
I didn't think you like him. Yeah, so Robert Downey Jr. is going to be remaking and surplus the classic showcase. And Downey is inspired by his personal experience with vertigo and aims to delve deeper into the psychology fear exploration in the original film. Downey's interest is recapturing and enhancing the vertigo effect, indicates a desire to both pay homage to and advance the invitation techniques of the original, which makes perfect sense because let's be honest, we're movie lovers, right?
Yeah.
So we know Vertigo, but who else that's not super movie fans, super movie buffs, know Vertigo anymore?
Yeah, no one's watching it, right? Like no one's like, yeah.
No one remembers it unless you like really, you know.
He's like, man, I sure could watch. Yeah, what generations you first like? Man, I sure could watch a Jimmy Stewart movie right now. You know, but yeah.
All right. Sleepaway Camp is going to celebrate its 40th anniversary with a new book and soundtrack. The book will include interviews with cast and crew members, never be seen foreign images, and will also cover reunion screenings and major convention events.
All right, man. Like,
Sleepaway
yeah,
Camp, man, that's a badass
yeah.
movie.
I
It's one
remember
of my
how it
faves
ends.
growing up.
Like you find out the gender switch and
With your
the
mom?
wiener and all that. Yeah, it's I do remember that. Yeah, it's Sleepaway Camp. I've seen it, and there's like 4 of them, right? There's like a couple more. I've only seen the 1st one. I think the second one's the best though. I haven't seen it though.
Everybody's favorite franchise, the original, for its 10th anniversary, will return to the movie theaters. That's right. Everybody's favorite horror movie series, Sharknado.
They come to
The
theaters for
original
this.
Sharknado will be screened in theaters on its 10th anniversary, giving fans a chance. What is the date? August 15th and 16th in honor of the 10th anniversary. So the 15th and the 16th, you can go see Sharknado in the theater. Remastered and will include hundreds of new special effects, promising more kills, thrills, sharks, and tornadoes.
I don't know if I want to see that. I mean, I saw it, and I don't know if I need to see it again.
I think you want to see it.
I don't know, man.
You know you want to see it.
Do you want to see it? I'll show it to you.
I know. Fast and the Furious 11 director can't wait to see what it's going to look like with The Rock and Vin Diesel in the same room, and has plans to have extra security. The Marvels is going to showcase a more stronger and greater version of Nick Fury than he was appeared in the Secret Invasion TV shows.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Well, if you saw Secret Invasion, it was kind of blah.
You didn't like it?
It was all right. I mean, Samuel Jackson's in all of it, so of course.
Yeah, you have a little bit of. I mean, I see the preview for the Marvels. I'm pretty excited. Yeah,
I'm excited for the
that's
Marvels.
November, I think, right? Yeah, it's November.
New Karate Kid movie plot is in the works, and they're talking to Jackie Chan. Sony Pictures
Again, huh?
delays the release of Karate Kid sequel to 2024, but new tales about the plot and characters have surfaced online. The movie will focus on Lee, a skilled fighter from Beijing who moves to Brooklyn with his mother, grapples with past tragedy, and finds purpose in training a new student.
So no Willow Smith in this one, or not Willow? What's
I
Jaden?
hope there's no Jada Pinkett Smith.
Jaden.
Gosh, that guy, not Jada Pinkett Smith. Whatever
Jaden.
his name was, Jaden. Yeah. The directors want you to know, Dan Trachtenberg of Prey wants you to know that there is a sequel in the works, but everything's on standstill right now because
Everything
it
is. Yeah. I check every other day
Oh.
for news about this. If there's anything moving forward, and I don't know, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what she said. Is that what you said?
Said it hard. Said it good hard.
Barbie is heading to Max in September. So after it runs in the thing, it just hit $1 billion.
Yeah, they're good. I think they can hang back.
There's a meme I saw early. There's a meme I saw earlier today where it's like these 3 movies, and it was Babylon, Amsterdam, and Barbie. These 3 movies all together made $1 billion at the box office.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, burn.
Yeah, but this, I think honestly, this movie gave Margot Robbie the antidote to being box office poison. It's should be good now. Should bring a crowd as opposed to Birds of Prey, which didn't bring a crowd. Or I mean, whatever. I think she's going to be back to being like A-list sort of stuff. So Margot, bring it up.
So Jay Oliver, he wrote
Who?
the storyboard for Jay Oliver.
Okay.
He wrote the storyboard for Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and the Justice League
Yeah.
movie. He is stating that the Batman, Ben Affleck standalone Batman movie would have explored all 80s years of the legacy of Batman.
So he had the story right up, and they just didn't move forward with it, I guess.
No. Ben Affleck dropped out. Remember, he was like,
Oh.
"I ain't doing a standalone movie."
Yeah,
I'm-
yeah. He's
I'm
not.
good."
He's like, I'm not doing IP anymore. Yeah, forget about that. All right.
One person has been given the go-ahead by SAG to go ahead and film his independent movie, and he's cool with that. The movie 4:30. Who would write a movie called 4:30?
I don't know, man. Who would have called 4:30?
Okay, what's the most famous time of the day?
4:20.
Okay, so this is 4:30.
That's Seth Rogen.
So it's a
It's not Seth Rogen, isn't?
yeah. So who would write a movie about called 4:30?
I don't know, man. Like, there's plenty of. Tell me. Just tell me.
Give me 3 guesses.
Okay.
3 guesses. Give me
Cheech
3.
Man.
No.
Seth Rogen.
No.
Anything about another famous spothead? Sorry, tell me.
Very, very, very famous spothead.
Woody Harrelson.
A guy that creates movies.
I don't know, man. You have to tell me.
Kevin
Oh,
Smith.
Kevin Smith. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well.
Kevin Smith has got to go ahead to film his movie 4:30. Kevin Smith is someone who seems generally comfortable outside the realm of Hollywood politics anyway, so he's okay with.
Does he the
with
cast
getting the
list yet?
waiver
Does
to
he have the
go.
cast put up yet? People can act.
What's
What's
that?
the cast? Yeah.
No, it doesn't say anything. Doesn't say anything more.
Yeah, I know Kevin Smith is just sort of like in the last 10, 15 years become really into pot. That's been his new thing for a while.
Well, he said pop movies, but he never was into pop.
Yeah, but now he is. Now he's
Because
super into it.
yeah. Lionsgate and Hasbro are going to be making a board game into a movie. You want to guess? You want to guess?
Monopoly?
Fucking Monopoly. Monopoly is becoming a movie. I don't even know what they're going to do. What are they going to do? The sale finally.
Well, it's going to be about families, how they tear
cut
themselves
the-
apart. That's what Monopoly is.
It's going to talk about how they're killing each other. Other games that are reported last summer by Hasbro: Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, My Little Pony, Power Rangers, Play-Doh, Monopoly Clue is getting another one, Peppa Pig, are all other movies that Hasbro's been working on as well. Okay. Hey, one of the worst Broadway musical people of all times is about to ruin a classic.
So you're talking about Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Lin-Manuel is about to
Man,
turn
you
the
hate that guy for
Warriors
some-
into a musical.
What?
He's about to turn the Warriors into a musical.
We don't need that. We don't need that at all. It was.
I'm sure they're going to talk like this all the time and say that it was singing, even with every rhyme. They'll talk like this and they'll say it's up and down, even though they'll go around and say it's up or down.
Isn't the words? Isn't it kind of like just like West Side Story, but like with like a different time period?
No, it's nothing like that. It's not about love. It's about a group of gang members that go to a gang assembly of all these other gangs. The leader of all the gangs, the head leader of all the gangs, gets murdered, and then it gets blamed on the Warriors, and they have to find their way back to their own territory because that's the only place that nobody will fucking kill them, or back to the other rest of their warriors.
Warriors, come out to play.
Come out to play. And last but not least, let's end on a funny note. You know, Blue Beetle has been being advertised everywhere.
Yeah.
Stuff
Yeah.
like that, right?
Let's see that.
So the stand-ups in some stores have like symbols of all the superheroes that are out
Mhm.
there. They forgot to take Batgirl off of it. So Blue Beetle stand-ups everywhere have symbols of the Batgirl movie that was canceled. Not canceled, it got filmed, but was buried in.
You think after this they'd be scrambling to put this out, right? Like,
just put it
yeah.
out.
You want? I'm curious. You're curious, but I'm also wondering why haven't they used a blue Volkswagen tie-in with Blue Beetle? You know.
I'm sure they will
Okay,
at some
all right.
point. You know,
Okay.
movies these days.
All
You
right.
know, movies these days. But Chris, that is the news.
Oh, hold on.
That is the movies don't suck and some of them news. Now I'm going to tell Chris to hit a different button with a different kind of music he has that I know he downloaded just for this
Oh, yeah, yeah.
episode.
You know what we're ready to talk about?
Oh, I know what we're going to talk about.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, directed by Jeff Rowe and Kyle Spears. Jeff Rowe and Kyle Spears, they worked on Mitchell and the Machines. You remember that movie? Mitchell and the Machines? You liked it a lot, I think. Yeah. And this is written by Seth Rogen, and his writing partner Evan Goldberg and Jeff Rowe. This stars Michael Abbey as Donatello.
You're Donatello.
Hey, buddy, I know you're too full to work.
Also, Shamon Brown Jr. is Michelangelo.
Nah, fuck that.
Nicholas Cantu is Leonardo.
I followed the smoke hoping it was you.
Also, Brady Noon is Raphael.
I'm really sorry.
Also, Io Edebury as April O'Neil.
Fire every single chicken we have, please, okay?
This also stars Maya Rudolph as Cynthia Earltown, John Cena as Rocksteady.
I will fuck you.
Seth Rogen is Bebop. Rose Byrne is Leatherhead. Natasha Dimitru is Wingnut. Giancarlo Esposito, yes.
Wait. Who is who? What?
Natasha
Wait a minute.
Dimitru.
So who does this guy?
Oh, that's Post Malone.
Who's that? Okay, so who's this at?
That's Wingnut, right?
Yep, Wingnut. All right. And then what's this one?
That's Frog, right?
Genghis Strong.
Okay, that's done by Hamburgers, and then there's Giancarlo Esposito plays Baxter Stockman, and that's Paul Rudd plays Mondo Gecko. All right, you went through all these.
I got them all, bro. Yeah, I'm excited to talk about some.
We also
Ninja
got Ice
Turtle.
Cube as Superfly,
Get your motherfucking ass up when I'm talking.
and of course Jackie Chan as Splinter.
No, you're good outlaws.
And yeah, why don't you go read the storyline for this one? It's just one sentence, CC.
It's the fucking Ninja Turtles.
Oh, we'll see you guys later.
Okay. The film follows the Turtle Brothers as they work to earn the love of New York City while facing down an army of mutants.
So, man, what did you think of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem? I will tell you what I thought if you want, but you go ahead.
I thought it was fun.
Yes, very fun.
I thought it was entertaining.
I love their style.
I like the artistic. I love the artistic look of it. I love the view of it and stuff like that.
But
they got the lore completely wrong on everybody. But I don't know, man, because I'm a big stickler for lore.
So you wanted you wanted a Splinter to come from Japan, right? You wanted that sort of
or okay. If you notice what they did is no human got mutated.
Right.
Everything was straight from animals.
We don't know about Shredder. Shredder's not in this one.
Shredder's never been mutated ever,
sorry.
except for Super Shredder and Secret
Okay,
of the Ooze.
all right. Yeah, Ninja Rap. So, but you read the comic books, I'm guessing. Like you were a comic book.
I mean, I read comic books. I saw the TV. I used to have the VHS tapes when they were out. I saw Ninja Turtles. I mean, and to be honest, again, I get that this is like the 17th time of their origin story being told. But come on, guys, it's the same. Okay, do you know where the Ninja Turtles came from?
Tell me. I imagine you're gonna drop some knowledge on me real quick.
Okay, do you know the ooze that created him? Do you know what ooze that was?
What is that?
It's another ooze. Here, I will. Give me. I should have prepared something for this, and I didn't.
Guys, Neil's a stickler for lore. He doesn't like it when they change things that are so familiar to him.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not that I'm not saying that I don't. I don't. I do care and I don't care because, like, I don't. They got to show me a reason why they did it, and they haven't shown me a reason why yet.
Well, they changed it.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah, but the same ooze. What the heck? Here, 1 second. Don't worry, people at home. You can all play along by playing. Hey, what is Neil looking
Yeah,
for?
and Neil just. By the way, for some reason the chat line doesn't work, so I can't engage on that end.
All right, so you
Yeah,
ready?
yeah.
You ready?
Daredevil and wait, hold on. Does the ooze that hit Daredevil also hit the turtles?
The ooze that created the Teenage Mutant Turtles is the same ooze that fell off the back
And
of the
blinded
truck
Dare-
and created Matt Murdock to be blind to become Daredevil.
How is this? How true is this though?
It's seriously no. It's in the
Okay,
comics.
all right.
It's seriously
Okay.
100%. It's 100%.
Okay.
And so I don't really care about that
Okay.
part. I don't.
Okay.
I don't
neither
care
here
about
nor
that
there.
part.
Yeah.
That's cool. They just did that because there's a couple of guys
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
what they did. Whatever. And it's fine. But still, to like, they changed characters from male to female. They I get why they did certain things, but at least give me more of a reasoning than just it doesn't.
Here's what I want to tell you. One of the reasons I really appreciated this version is because they
Mhm.
really focused on the teenage part of it.
Yes, I do love that part
Okay.
of this. I am going to be 100% because usually it's like 50-year-old males doing the voices of I mean, like, let's be honest, the original teenage. Gosh dang it! Why do you have to be so long to type in? That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'll also tell you that I thought that the runtime of less than 2 hours was great. That's what I wanted.
oh, 130. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
perfect. This is exactly what you want for your kids. By any means, I am not dissing that part of it. It is fun. It is collective.
Do you like how
I
they injected Generation Z into these teenagers? They're all glued to their phone using words like vibing. Like,
Yeah.
So I really like the aspect that they really focused on the teenage part of it, which was probably like the freshest take you could do on it at this moment. Because like for a while there's ninja shows, but they really focus on the teenage part of it.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, so Robbie Rist and Corey Feldman were two of the turtles in the original movie voices, and they were well into their 30s or late 20s, early 30s when that movie came out. And so, I mean, like, it's always been voiced by adults. So for them to do kids to do it, that it's great. I love that. I love to be honest, I love this movie. It's a good movie. I'm still upset with like,
You're still trying to sort of come to terms with what it is now, which is fine. I love the
Yeah.
90s hip hop culture in it. That was all great. I love the graffiti style. The art is really a standout, and this wouldn't have happened without, I think, Into the Spider-Verse,
Right.
and I think Into the Spider-Verse sort of inspired the art style of this. For a while, everyone was all about CGI, right? But they made this look better than CGI. Like they made
Right.
it artistic instead of just saying, "Here are polygons. Here."
I just realized. Go
I
ahead.
just realized you didn't put the background up yet.
No, I haven't put any of the. But anyway, yeah, I mean the dude, this was good. I mean the Ninja Turtles played off of each other really well. They were fun. They had a good time. They went completely different with Splitter than I would have ever gone.
Oh yeah.
And the one thing that really,
Cool question.
like,
Jackie Chan, his voice, he had an accent here that was but it wasn't like I if you told me I have a hard time. It doesn't sound like Jackie Chan to me, honestly. Right? Like it's
Right.
his enunciation's too good in this. Like I'm not trying to say it doesn't sound like Jackie Chan, even though I really enjoyed him in this. I thought
You know
What?
why? You
What?
know why, Chris? This is why. I think this is why. Are
Uh-huh.
you ready? This is the next
Okay.
fact. The cast actually recorded all their voices together in groups
Oh.
and instead of independently. So it was more interaction. So, it wasn't like, just sitting there and some guy going, no, you got to re-record that. You got to record that. You got to re-record that. They're probably getting that atmosphere going.
I thought it was really fun. I thought
this was a great fun movie. I'm taking all my nerdyism out of this and saying, yeah, of course I wanted them to all be, the 4 turtles in the sewer that fall into the pile with the rat who accidentally came over from Japan and saw his master get dead or whatever. I like that story better.
But
a lot of foreshadowing in this. A lot of foreshadowing before even the post credits. Like here, I'm it's a spoiler, but I don't care. I'm gonna go for it. You ready?
Oh, no.
In this movie, Maya Rudolph. What was her character's name?
Oh shit! You put me in this spot here. It's her name in this was Cynthia Utron. Cynthia.
Cool. Now, nerds like this guy
who has 2 thumbs in nerd. This guy right here, Neil. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So, do you know what Utrom is?
Tell me, pal. What is Utrom?
Utron is the race or species of characters that are what Krang is in the original Ninja
So
Turtles.
you're saying that Krang will show up in the next movie?
She's Krang.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. That's
100%. There'll be a brain. It'll be like Men in Black, where they open up the guy's head and there's that little alien inside. It'll be like that. That's what she'll be. She was dressed like the robot with the yellow, the sunglasses, the color scheme, and all that stuff. And at the end, there's a little pop-up scene that teases Shredder in the next one. Because this one's not about Shredder. This one's Baxter Stockman. And that's kind of a spoiler, but to be honest, I think at this point, everybody knows that. Because that was one of the big hooplas from all the community people. But there is seriously so many aspects of where this can go. And as long as the reason why they made it that only animals could get mutated and not humans, because that's why it's Superfly and not Baxter Stockman. I don't know if it's because 21st Century Fox owned the rights to the Fly, who Baxter Stockman is a ripoff of. Yeah. And now we all know who owns 21st Century Fox.
Mr.
Bob Eagers.
Mr. Asshole. Yeah.
So I don't know if that's their way of getting away from that to get sued or not, but hey, to be honest, I think it played out really well.
I think Seth Rogen, he has obviously a love for the material, and so having him come out and make this, I'm all about it. And it's good to see Hannibal Buress and John Cena.
I will fuck you.
Come in here and do their thing. But I really enjoyed myself. I went to an early screening last week. It had early screening. Yeah. I got like a poster and I got a book that had like you got two.
You mean the one with all the covers in it and stuff like that? I thought I was like, oh man, this is awesome. This is a nice size comic book. Like they gave me, and I was like, and I was there 10 minutes early, so I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be able to read a.
Oh,
what the fuck?
I thought it was a comic book too. I was a little bit upset. Yeah, I was like, it's cool.
Original cover.
It's cool, I guess, but I wanted
it's cool. But I'd rather it had been a comic book. Just give me a normal comic book.
Yeah,
just put covers. I get you want to show your history, and that's awesome. Give this to Free Comic Book Day. I don't.
All the actors are great. All the voices were great. I loved Micah. I love Shimon. I love Nicholas. I love Brady. I really loved Ayo. Ayo, she's in all kinds of shit now, and if she's in everything from now on, I'm fine with it. Like every movie I see she's in it, cool. I'm fine with Ayo being in it. John Cena was great. Seth Rogen, great. All the acting.
Okay, that's one thing I do have to have. I have to have a serious discussion about real quick.
Okay, all right.
Where's he at? Bebop and Rocksteady. I got some pictures of them as toys, so it kind of helps out a little bit.
Did you want them to look more like that?
No, but I don't know if you noticed, Bebop and Rocksteady in the top
Yeah.
left part, if you
Yeah.
see. Do you notice what their armor's made out of? What's
What
their
is it made out of?
shoulder pads and their helmet made out of?
Oh, it's turtle shell.
And in the movie, they had them wearing that still. And I was like, these two guys are such bad enemies that they've killed turtles to put them as weapons against the turtles. And just somebody explain to me why Bebop has turtle shell shoulder blades, shoulder pads.
Okay, but I do need to say about these characters is like they it's PG and they still made it like super exciting and
Yeah, I mean, by any
I
means.
guess
And they
fun.
kind of made them look like the action figures a little bit more,
Mhm.
with the belts and the, stuff
Yeah.
like that. I mean, man, I would love to have that right
The
there. I would love to have
there's no
that entire collection.
there's no Casey Jones.
No.
There's no Footjewels yet, at least.
April
And,
O'Neil's a little
April
bit different, but that's okay.
is
It
a high
makes
school
sense.
student.
It made sense.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few of these characters that, you just literally look at like, oh, Wingnut. Wingnut looked nothing like Wingnut. There's Genghis Frog. I mean,
I liked seeing Paul Rudd in there. I even like
as Mondo Gecko.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
So
a fun movie. I really liked it.
I look forward to the sequel. I am interested to see where
No,
they take these
there's more than a
characters.
sequel in the works too. There's sequels. There's a show. There's, I mean, they already canceled. They canceled He-Man, so might as well go all in on a
Lean
different
hard
one.
into this.
All.
So, are you okay with the trade-off? Or
What's
no?
that?
He-Man versus Ninja Turtles. Where
I
are
don't
you on
know,
this
man.
one?
To be honest, I want to see a new He-Man. I want to see a new live action. The only live action He-Man we ever got was Dolph Lundgren. I've seen Ninja Turtles done like 7 times now. I don't know how many times.
So here's the thing about He-Man. He-Man was a bit before my time, and so I don't have the emotional connection with He-Man. Nostalgia, sorry, the nostalgia you do with He-Man, which Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem came out for. Again, we got to talk about the memories because that's when you and we growing up as children, we have these fond memories of Ninja Turtles, and so if we didn't, I probably wouldn't have even paid attention to this movie. You know.
But here's my thing with the He-Man movie. How many Barbarian movies do you see anymore?
You mean like Northman?
No, I guess Northman would have been the closest to a Barbarian movie.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, because like in the 80s and 90s, I remember Conan the Barbarian, Hercules the Warrior, like so many damn different Barbarian movies. Red Sonja,
We fighter like different
yeah.
warriors, yeah.
And I would like to see that again one more time, but that's why I like
You want to see
He-Man.
Castle Grayskull and
Yeah.
all that? Yeah, I got you.
But let's do some quotes and get her done.
Okay.
All right, TMNT.
Neil, never say that again. By the way,
Huh?
Never say "get her done" again.
What?
I'm going to quit the podcast if you use that term "get her done" again. I'm going to quit the podcast.
What? I live in Oklahoma, dude. You're from Texas. It should be something very common to you.
But I think a man we know, Dan Whitney, he copyrighted that phrase, "get her done." Also knows Larry the Cable Guy. His name's not Larry. It's Dan Whitney. It's a character, and no one knows. Fans of Larry the Cable Guy think that he exists and he doesn't, and that's what bothers me. He's trolling his own fans, which is weird.
All right. Anyway, let's get back to this. Thank you for that
Okay.
history on Larry the Cable Guy. I never had a family. No one ever liked me. Humans are the demon scum of the earth. Guy Fieri looks cool, like a cool guy, and I always wanted to go to Flavortown.
I laughed so fucking hard. Like harder than it was in the theater. I laughed so hard because I live in Kansas City and there's a Flavortown Tacos. So,
which sucks. One of the worst.
Yeah,
places
I heard
I've
it's
ever
not good. I
eaten.
heard it's not good.
Yeah. It's bad. It's really bad.
But you met Guy Fieri there, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I
you
met
hung
Guy
out-
Fieri. Yep, really good dude. I got to watch an episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dines at Grinders.
Yeah.
You go to high school, you can hijack a parade when you want. You're the first thing I met that I didn't want to kill or eat me. I think all his hormones just kicked in at once.
Mm-hmm.
All I have is a big stick, and how did I end up with the big stick? Oh, go ninja, go ninja,
Ninja,
go.
go.
Go
Which I
ninja, go
fucking
ninja, go.
was
Go
so
ninja.
happy to see that. I
I
was so happy to
know.
hear that.
I just saw it live like 2 years ago. Like,
Ninja,
life
ninja
was
rap.
such a...
Yeah.
You're really driving this metaphor into the ground. What's our last names? Do we have last names? Who are we? No one's ever seen his face because he kills everyone that's seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there's a cockroach serving on a turd. Is something wrong? Is someone trying to milk you? Red races and fat booty boy Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. I want your blood, and there's only one way to get it. Milking it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have tried frozen yogurt just once. I don't want to murder people because I don't want to be haunted by my victims in my sleep. That's when I knew exactly who that was. Right?
Yeah.
Did you hear that part in the movie? Like literally when she said that part, I was like, "Oh, that's Nadia from What They Do in Shadows."
Okay, I know you're excited about that now.
Yeah. We both hate humans. I'm just not I'm not a punk about it like you.
Start over so I can cut it perfectly.
Oh yeah. We both hate humans. I'm just not a punk about it like you are.
Thank you.
That's it. Was going to be Superfly. No, that's it. It was going to be Godzilla. Nope, it's Superfly. They think we're villains. Worse, they think we're monsters. Sign my baby. Get over here and sign my baby. And that's the end.
All right, Neil, what's your score on this one?
4.2.
Fuck you. That's exactly what I was gonna do.
It would have got higher because I love the story. I love how it's going. I love stuff like that. And I try not to let the lore justify stuff, but to me, unless they didn't justify it. They didn't justify why that the humans didn't get mutated.
Okay. You want more science in there?
Like, I need to see a justification for that in the next movie, or not. The next movie will get a lot.
What if Daredevil shows up in the next one?
I'll be happy. I mean, I don't know what you want to say.
Okay, all right. I just thought like you'd be like that never happened anywhere else. But all right. I mean, I know you love Daredevil, so just checking out.
Oh, dude, Frank Miller Daredevil. Oh, or Kevin Smith there. Oh my God, Daredevil.
All right, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4.2 for me, Neil. We like it a lot. If you didn't grow up with them, what do you think? If this is new for you, do you think they'll like it as much as we did?
What?
If this is a new thing for knowing the Turtles, they didn't know them before this, and it's just...
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. That my score is based on the fact that I literally played with these toys in 1988.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for us to talk about this objectively without our feelings from our...
Yeah, I guess the nostalgia button got pushed, but at the same time, it's one of those movies that it's not made for me. It's made for a younger generation with hints back to me for being a fan forever, and they did it. They hit it right.
All right, man. I'm on RottenTomatoes.com. What is the audience score for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem?
This is the audience score.
The audience
it has
score.
to be 81.
92%.
Oh my God.
Now, what is the Big Bad Mean Critic score for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem?
72.
96%.
Sorry.
Oh my God, I saw something fly out of your mouth there just then.
I know.
You're right?
That was a big one. Yeah,
96
I don't usually sneeze, so it's very rare. It's
Bless you.
weird.
96%. With its unique visual style and a story that captures the essence of the franchise's appeal, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is an anime treat for the whole family. I'm gonna read a bad review and a good review because that's what I
Are
do.
you a
If
bad view? You're a bad review.
you read the way I do with movies nowadays, I figure out you try to figure this out.
Yep.
If we like the movie, I read a bad review first and end with a good one. If we didn't like it, I do the good review then the bad review. But bad review of this, and believe me, there's not hardly any bad reviews because it's 96%. So I'm stalling for time so I can find one.
It's like, why are you talking so long? This ain't you.
Okay, here we go. This is from John Wenzel of the Denver Post. Simply being better than past failures does not make something good. While Mutant Mayhem does several things right, from its likable voice cast to its refreshed version of the Turtles' origin story, also gets stuck on the same gunk as the forebears. Whatever, man. This is from Kevin A. Ranson of the MovieCrypt.com. We talked about him. I like that guy.
Right.
Surprisingly good. Sketch wildcard graffiti adapting the three-dimensional stop-motion computer animated world. 100 satisfying animated minutes with a well-earned ending, with few missteps and a good balance of action and heart. So, yeah, we like Mutant Mayhem. We're looking forward to the sequel. This is a nice, fresh take on our favorite turtles, and good times. We're looking forward to it.
Is it a good time?
Yeah. So, Neil, next week, what are we doing?
We have no idea. You didn't tell me yet.
I thought we were gonna go see the voyage of the last voyage of the Demeter. Maybe?
Oh yeah, the vampire on a boat. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat.
On a boat.
I'm a fucking dead person on a motherfucking boat.
See, Neil already wrote the song for it. You guys don't know the original soundtrack worked by Neil. You can find us online, moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're at w2mnet.com. That's W2M is moviesnet.com. Find our podcast there along with a bunch of others. We're also on Insta at X or Twitter, Twitter X. TDS Podcast. We're on Instagram at TDS Podcast. We also on Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. Join there, give us a few dollars. We'll be able to eat for once in his life. I'm gonna go to I like that. Go ahead and do it. You can find us on bonfire.com/moviesdon'tsuck. You'll find shirts with our logo on it. You'll you'll find us at Twitch, YouTube, right there, or just your podcast app, and you'll be able to see us every time we pop up. What do we do for small businesses?
If you got a small business, let us know. Just give us a call, send us an email, let us know any way you can. Go to Chris's house. I'll give you his address. Message me.
You gotta be more sexy about this.
This ain't sexy. Here, this is better. So yeah, just let us know when you want to come down and hang out, and we'll be more than happy to advertise you right here on this podcast to our thousands of listeners, millions of followers, right here on Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. Chris, let's get out of here. That's another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how low your life gets, remember, you don't live in a sewer with a rat eating pizza every day. Having a good day. Thank you, everybody, for watching us, paying attention to us, respecting us, giving us love. Talk more. And I don't know. I think that was a robot. That popped in.
The chat didn't load up for some reason, so I wasn't distracted by it.
Yeah. So there was I think there was a robot at one point. So whatever, robot, get the heck out of here. I will never do your robot thing. But guys, we do have an ability so we can sit here and talk to you guys. So add into us next time. Jump in, talk, check. Let us have it. Let us have it. If you don't like it, let us know. If you don't like Chris, let us know. If you don't like me, I'll find where you live. Anyway, have a good day. Have a good night.